Hello everybody, my name is Mousyy and welcome to my all engine swaps on the Toyota Chaeser video. Today we're not only going to be customizing the look of my car, we're also going to be fully modifying and tuning my car and using every single engine in the game. So let's get this bad boy started, why don't we? I've already got my tune installed as you guys can see, but if you guys want that, it'll be in the description of this video. First things first, let's buy all these upgrades. Man, that costed a lot of money, but I did drop a lot of pounds off this car, and I did gain a lot of horsepower as well, so I can't really complain. Alright, let's try to style this thing a little bit. I like this street style, actually. Looks pretty nice. Let's see if we can keep this kind of thing up. Oh yeah, personally, I think that looks really nice. I would probably run that as a street style car in real life. Tasteful, but definitely unique. Let's try to fix this exhaust. Oh, big boy. Kind of like that one. Oh wow, they have new grills and stuff now. I think I'm gonna go with that one, actually. That looks kind of cool. Let's grab ourselves a set of wheels, see what we like. I don't know what it is about these Type C's. I just really like them on this car. So let's select all, paint this bad boy a deep red. Okay, now to start off the engine swaps, we will start with the, ironically, the GTR's engine, which is the slowest engine in the game for some reason. Let's see if we can get a real good entry in this really slow engine. Ooh! Oh my god, I'm scraping the bumper on the freaking wall. I'm too goated. Gonna switch it up, switching it up. Here we go. The switch up. You can definitely tell that I'm not used to this engine. I'm everywhere. I'm not as deep as where I should be in some places and things like that. But I'm making it work. Okay, the second engine we're going to be looking at is 13B. To be honest with you, I have kind of had the opinion for a little while now that the Chaeser is probably the best car in the game. I don't think it's like extremely hard to tune. It's pretty crazy when you get it on a dime. It reminds me of the 180SX from Redline Drift, to be honest with you. Just complete and utter control over it. Switch up! Switching it up! Oh, that was sick, actually. That was a perfect line. Oh, I'm in the grass a bit, but that was still pretty good. Alright, everybody. Next swaps we're going to be doing are the SR20 and the stock engine. First, we're going to go with the SR20 because that has 780 horsepower. Yeah, just like I said, this car makes every engine sound way higher pitched, even though some of that makes it actually sound cooler. This is probably one of the first engines where I could say that you could actually feasibly main it if you really like it. But everything is really up to personal preference in this game. Nothing is really like truly like set in stone. Something to be aware of when you're driving this car is actually that you just seen on the screen right there. I'll try to show you again. That. The hitbox of the end of the car is actually a couple of feet off of where the actual end of the car is. So you can kind of abuse that by doing stuff like that. It's just something to be aware of, but it's also probably one of this car's biggest like unintentional features. Oh god. I thought I was gonna clip the wall there. Had to throw on a bunch of angle. Oh, there you go. That's what I'm looking for. Go right up to the wall and smack it. Ooh! The car is familiar. The power isn't. Oh! Okay. That was wild. We doing it. We doing the thing. Dude, oh my god. I was itching my nose while I did that. Alright everybody, the next engine we're going to be using is a stock one, because actually it's the third best engine in the game, right behind the VQ and the LS. You can't really go wrong with a car that has like almost 900 horsepower in this game. It's pretty much exactly where you want to be on the horsepower numbers. Ah, hit the invisible wall there. There is actually an invisible wall that prevents you from getting out completely to the guardrail. We'll do a couple laps the opposite way, and then after that we'll jump to another map. Stick it onto the wall, transition near the yellow line, try to keep your front end near that, good, ba-bam, Oh my god, I scraped the wall there too. Let's see if I can't get it further out. Ooh, tap the wall. Come on. There we go. That's the line we're looking for. Ain't no way we're gonna just ace it. Oh! Okay, now that we're done with Playground, we're gonna go to the next map and we're gonna hit up the last two engines, which are the LS and the VQ. First, we'll be starting with the VQ engine, which is traditionally the most powerful engine in the game. But for some reason, the LS2 has a very special property on this car, which we'll be going over later. Oh. Oh, we just went off just a tiny bit, but that was a pretty good entry, honestly. I would say. Yeah, yeet. I'm going deep everywhere, boys. That's just how I drive now. We're doing it again. This time, we get it right. But I went into the grass the first of it, so I guess it's just like the opposite. Instead of the last part of the entry, I got it in the first part of it. Alright, now we're going to go back to the garage and we're going to switch to the LS2. Which, as I mentioned, has a either bugged or maybe updated LS2 engine. It has 100 more horsepower than it used to, and is actually a higher revving engine. So overall, in theory, this would be the best engine in the game if this is supposedly correct. But as you can see, if you spawn a Corvette, the maximum horsepower that this has is 1054. So I have no idea. First, before we go anywhere, you gotta listen to this thing. Sounds like a freaking NASCAR engine, man. Actually sounds amazing. I love that. Good lord. It's so powerful. Good lord. Oh my god, that entry. It has so much speed, it just digs itself out of any situation. It's crazy. Like right there, that probably would have been a real different situation in the VQ, but just because it was the LS and I could just floor it. And there too, that would have been a very different situation in the VQ, but because I was in the LS and I could just floor it and clutch and gas, that was very different. If you tune this car the right way, it will do whatever you want. It's like a ball of clay. You know what I mean? You can mold it into whatever you want it to be. It could be like a really grippy, super competitive drift car, or it can be like a super slide heavy, easy to drift tandem car so that you and your buddies can get tandems and doors easy as heck. You can even clutch and get the car back up into rev range at a very, very low mile per hour. Like right there, I was at 20 miles per hour and I clutched and got the car back into rev range. And that's usually pretty hard to do in cars that are not very responsive. So having an engine like this and a chassis like this might just be pretty good. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I appreciate everybody leaving a like and subscribing if you want to see more of this kind of content, as well as leaving comments down below about what kind of stuff you want to see next. I have an idea of what I'm going to be doing for a couple future new videos, but I'll leave that as a surprise for now. Until then, Mousyy out. Deuces.